My name is Akbar Khan. I'm a neurosurgeon, okay? You might be wondering what a neurosurgeon is. Well, I tend to operate on people's brains and their spinal cords. I was born in Sialkot, okay? I'm a son of an army officer. So I kind of grew up in several cities in Pakistan, but my main education where me became me was Lawrence College, Khoda Gali Murray, it's in Murray. And that is where gradually I shaped up into and developed this attitude, what is called as never give in. As I said, I wanted to, I'm son of an army officer, okay, and I wanted to join the army. At that point, I think my father has some sort of wisdom which I could not understand, and he said, why don't you become a doctor? And that's how I ended up becoming a doctor. I don't know why I became a doctor in the end, that was the only reason. So I had no inherent desire to become a doctor or even a neurosurgeon for that sake. Neurosurgeon, I said that previously as well in a different interview, was that actually I was just doing a basic training as a medical officer in neurosurgery, and when that whole thing was finishing, right at the end, one of my bosses came to me and said, he was 6'4" by the way, I was in Oxford, and he came to me and put his hand on my shoulder, and I was like, oh, what have I done wrong now? And he said, well, Mr. Khan, do you want to become a neurosurgeon? I said, yeah, why not? So that's how I became a neurosurgeon. Well, I'll tell you something, okay? What you need in life is mentorship, okay? You can't just suddenly decide that, currently students come to me, they're like an FSC or pre-medical, and they said, oh, they want to become a neurosurgeon. That's not something I tend to tell them. I tend to tell them you should enjoy your life. The best part of your life to enjoy is in medical school, and just let it flow. It will come to you when it comes to you. So it's not something you should enforce on yourself that I want to become a neurosurgeon, I want to become a neurosurgeon. No, it was my destiny to become a neurosurgeon, but everybody is different. This is how I think, and that's how I ended up. And actually I'm an accidental doctor and I'm an accidental neurosurgeon. But one thing I'll tell you, that I am the neurosurgeon. So I'll tell you something, the most important role model in anyone's life is their parents, okay? And of course for me, my father was one of the main role models. He was a very honest chap, he was a very ethical chap, and he was a war veteran as well. And there are a few principles he told me about life, and that included discipline, ethics, and I should say, hukukul ibad, you need to look after the people around you. Yeah, so when I came to Pakistan, of course there are very good neurosurgeons in Pakistan, and neurosurgery was done at a certain level, okay? But then when I came here, I realized that those who were practicing neurosurgeons, most of them were 20, 30 years senior to me, and there was a big, neurosurgery is a specialty which kind of evolves after every 10 years, okay? So when I came here, there was this area which was not being done, for example, minimally invasive neurosurgery, and for population, what they need to know is that if I do your spine surgery, you go home either the same day or the next day. If I do your brain tumor surgery, you go home the same day or the next day. While the state of affairs before me was you can end up staying easily for a week in a hospital for any of these surgeries, and the way to achieve that is what we call as a keyhole neurosurgery, and that is the concept I kind of introduced here in Pakistan. And then also to bring it to the masses, awake surgery was something which I started, which was not being done openly in North Pakistan, okay? And but that became the norm, and these are the things that what we call as, if you want to succeed, number one, you need to produce results. Number two, results are two types, okay? One, patient outcome that they are doing better. Their pain is gone, their tumor is removed. And the other is that they go home like the way they came, like within a day they go home without even realizing they've had a brain tumor surgery. I was a full-time consultant overseas, and back in 2018 I decided that I want to go back to Pakistan, okay. There were several reasons for that. One of them was like, well, it's my own country, okay, of course. No matter how long you stay in a different country, I personally think you'll always be a foreigner. And even though like the British people, the American people, I had very good times with them, okay? And they really looked after me, to be honest. Probably more than their own kin or whatever. But I still felt like this is not my country. And so that was one of the main reasons I came to Pakistan. When I came to Pakistan, it was like an open market. I mean, there was a big gap, and there was a lot of ways that I could improve neurosurgery, which I did. And the flip side to your question is like, why was there such a big gap? Because even though we've got like very big government setups and very big hospitals in the country, but of course we've got like, we're still a developing country. There are budget limitations, there are limitations in equipment, there are limitations in training, there are several things which kind of make it more difficult for an average person to have a higher end neurosurgery. Neurosurgery is actually the higher end specialty in the world. Well, it's a very simple principle in life. I mean, all work and no play makes you a dull boy, okay? And since my career over the years, as even a medical student, I mean, when I was a medical student, we explored like whole of northern areas and spent. I think from beginning I was a very outdoorsy person. You struggle to find a sport that I have not played to a certain level, including polo, whatever, diving, skydiving, pilot, whatever, everything. So not everything, I mean like majority of the sports I've done. So I was a very outdoorsy. And if you're doing outdoor sports, you have to go and explore and find out the places. So I tend to travel, you can say quite a lot. Probably every month I travel overseas somewhere. I need to see different places. But at the current rate of dollar, I think Karachi is like Dubai for me. Yeah, so I need to, I mean, everybody has a bucket list, and my bucket is quite big actually, and it's never ending. It's like bottomless. But I really want to go to Argentina. It's like on my hit list currently. Honest, ethical, with very high standards. I think the most important message that I would like to give to people who are just about to begin their career is like, stay truthful to whatever you're doing. Look at yourself, judge yourself, self-reflect and find out what you can do best. And then put your all efforts into it. And if you believe in yourself, and if it's something meant for you, you'll get there. Just don't think too much. Live the moment that you're in, okay?